All right, what up? This is your boy Doughboy.
And Kev on stage.
And you are now tuned in to a bonus episode of Righteous and Ratchet. We'll do these from time to time if a story arises in the middle of the week and we don't want to wait till the next week because it'll be old.
Or we feel like talking about something for the duration of an episode.
Yes.
And we had talked about this on the potty.
Mm-hmm. Stop calling it the potty, please.
But we forgot to come back to it because we had so many things. And really, the Fyre Festival deserves
its own docket.
It's
a lot to
unpack here.
We're going to talk about it.
We're going to talk about it.
So for those that are unfamiliar as to what the Fyre Festival... Fyre.
You want it to be food so bad. The Fyre Festival, I have attended for 10 years in a row. I love fries. Basic, salted, chili cheese fries.
Shut up, man.
Bro, I ain't gonna hold you.
No.
I was in Mississippi this last weekend.
Mm-hmm.
This place had fries with lemon pepper sauce on it, chicken, ranch.
In the fries?
In the fry. It was like a bed of fries, cheese, chicken tenders, okay? Barbecue sauce with a little lemon pepper, and somehow...
And you mix it all up?
You was just dipping and grabbing. Somehow it all worked together.
It was good?
Joe,
I thought we was friends. You didn't want to bring me none home, man?
You can't bring
You can't overnight me something?
In Mississippi?
You're not my friend.
But that's the Fyre Festival.
Okay.
This is the Fyre Festival.
Fyre Festival. It was a very, very big thing on the news, and now they're starting to make documentaries about it. But just to let you know, basically, the gist of what it is, it was a bunch of people that got scammed by this guy named
Billy McFarland.
I don't trust nobody named Billy McFarland.
Hey, Billy McFarland here. Let me hold my wallet because I don't trust you, Billy. I don't trust you.
So it was a guy named Billy McFarland, and he basically hustled everybody. He promised this big exclusive festival with all these different artists and all these exclusivities and different things. And then it was nothing. People got there and it was trash. It was all over the news.
So let's back up.
Because
there's a lot of interesting things about this.
Let's talk about it.
When did you first hear about the Fyre Festival on your personal social media?
I heard about it before it actually happened. So maybe 2 weeks.
Now how?
Before.
How?
I just remember just hearing everybody talking about it like it was going to be the littest thing at first, and then it instantly started to go like, what is it? And it kind of turned fast.
I didn't hear about the Fyre Festival until the cheese bread picture.
The cheese. Okay, I don't even know what that is.
Remember on the doc that picture?
Oh, the big thing, the one that everybody was reposting.
Yeah, the dude was like,
I never seen this. So you seen it before me?
The documentary?
No, you seen that when you got onto the Fyre Festival.
We were at ADD. It was like everybody was looking at it. Where were you at lunch?
Yeah, I don't be paying attention to
So
stuff.
I saw that and I was like, I ain't gonna lie. I was like, that's what y'all get. I don't even know why. I didn't know any of them personally. But here's the thing the first thing that I thought was the most interesting. I felt like there was two different internets.
Right.
Because they were like, we had this big, massive orange tile campaign and all these influencers post orange tiles, and that's how everybody knew about it. I was like, bro.
So you didn't hear about that? That's what I thought you were talking about. So that's not what
I follow posted an orange tile. I didn't see, I don't follow Kendall Jenner. I don't follow none of the people that they hired.
Right.
So they were like, we stopped the internet. And I was like,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't remember. So I really had heard about it like 2 weeks before everything hit the fan. What was that on the timeline for you when you heard it?
I've heard about it on what would be the second day of the festival when that person tweeted.
Oh, like, the sandwich and
I never knew it was happening before.
I do remember that. Okay,
so I thought it was interesting that they, in some ways now, this is their target market. They were like, we stopped the internet.
Right.
And that didn't even come into my purview.
Until we were laughing at it.
And that just goes to show you like, there's multiple internets. Like your timeline is curated and, to who you like, who you follow, the celebrities you follow. So none of the influencers I follow, none of the celebrities I follow.
Nobody was on that.
No, because I wasn't there.
But you follow Kylie Jenner, don't you?
No, I don't. You follow the Hamburglar and you DM him. Can you bring me some home? Dude, I'm just a guy in a suit. This isn't it. I'm not ripped. So I thought it was interesting that they hit their target market. Now I'm not their target demographic.
Me neither.
Matter of fact, though,
who's the demo?
I can't say that I saw a black person on the island outside of the
brothers. Don't just be going to no island though. Like we want to know who's what island is it? When are we getting back?
We will drink Tahitian treat.
Yeah,
but I ain't been to go to no. And also, let me just pause here. Okay, now they were like, we got Ja Rule. We going through the roof.
That was the funniest.
This business man.
When they said
to the top.
When they said once Ja Rule was brought on, it really legitimized us. Who's on the fence and jumps over when Ja Rule's there? Get me there with that guy. It wasn't even like at the height of Ja. This was like washed up Ja, post prison Ja. This wasn't holla holla Ja. This wasn't Grease remake
This
Ja.
wasn't Ja and Ashanti. This wasn't his murder.
This was Jeffrey Atkins. This was not the Ja we thought we knew.
Hey, Jeff. Hey, Jeffrey, just take it down a notch. Because, early 2000s, Ja was
the
hot.
guy. So I would have understood it if it was then.
Yeah.
Ja
like,
was
we got Ja. Like, y'all got a time machine? No,
Like-
we have him today. Y'all picked him up? What do you mean?
No, he picked us up. He was driving Uber, and we were just like, "Hey, you're Ja Rule."
So he did an Uber commercial for Foot Locker.
This was
He
Uber Ja.
knows.
This was Uber Ja.
And they were like, the business is booming. Herb Gotti, I don't care. So I just thought that was
I didn't even think about that.
Bro, they were like,
Because I remember old Ja, and I'm like, no, this was 2017 when this happened. This wasn't even the Ja you thought you was getting.
No.
You dorks.
Can you imagine the investors being like, I don't know, man. I would like to invest. And then Billy's like, all right, didn't want to have to do this. Bring him in. Who? Ja.
It's murder. Like, bruh.
In the back of the conference
And then
room.
everybody's like, wait, I spoke too fast. Just give me a second. I'll give you everything I got. Okay, we'll let you in.
Hold on, was that
Bro.
the voice of Ja Rule?
Ja Rule.
Hold on. How much money do you need? You should have led with
You want
Ja.
500? I got 5 million for you today. Cold hard cash.
With Ja.
They were so excited to get Ja in the building, and they became.
And he was in the doc just saying nothing.
Did you notice this? Because for people at home that don't know, so the document. So now let's get to the second. So now 2 documents have been presented.
Documentaries.
So two documents
have been presented at the Fyre Festival.
2 documentaries have been created about this.
And hold on. Just pause here.
Okay.
The fact that Netflix and Hulu released dueling documentaries within a week of, 3 days of each other is crazy.
There's an article about that. I seen. Well, I don't know if it was an article, but there was like a post about that. They said it's funny how Hulu drops their documentary 2 days before Netflix, and then drop their prices by $2 right after Netflix just upped their prices. Yes, so they're trying to compete.
I
with
didn't
Netflix.
know that.
So yeah, so it's a good play.
So I watched Hulu first, then Netflix.
That's how you're supposed to do it.
Yeah.
They painted Ja very differently in both. In the first one, I feel like in Hulu, they felt like he really wasn't that involved. He was just kind of.
Yeah, true.
In the second one, he was just,
Because I feel like the Hulu doc, and if you guys haven't watched it, I recommend watching the Hulu first
and then
because
Netflix.
It gives you like a bird's eye view of like who Billy is and how this was a colossal failure from like a macro view. The Netflix was more personal.
Like
here's the people affected.
right.
Here's the workers affected. Here's the attendees, and it's a more personal view. So they're kind of good in their own way.
Right.
But I feel like if you don't know anything about it, Hulu is the better.
Hulu's the best one to go
to start off.
And then the second one, it kind of builds and it gets crazier and crazier. I guess my biggest question is, how did this happen?
I might upset some people.
Okay, go ahead. Don't take off your shirt. It would have set my stomach. I throw up on camera. Is that what you're talking about?
I don't even want to let you know how good of a joke that was. First of all, I had my mouth open to speak. When you said it, I swallowed. My self-esteem is on the elevator down. It's like, because I just ate, so I'm feeling a little. I had ribs. Stuff I said I wasn't.
Sometimes the camera can catch you at a wrong angle.
Oh, yeah. You ever open the front-facing part of your camera like this? Is this what I look at? If you're especially looking down, I've seen my neck be under. I was like. So anyway,
I got you.
My first thought, and I'm gonna just tell you my first thought when I was watching it by myself.
Talk to me.
My first thought was only a white man could get away with
this.
Not you.
Yes.
This wasn't even his first scam.
No, it wasn't.
His first scam was, I got tickets to stuff they don't sell tickets to, and people were buying them.
Yes.
I got 200 Hamilton tickets. Bro, you know that's not the case.
That's not even possible.
Then he made Magnesis, which was first of all, I was like, y'all paid for what? A credit
card that was just heavy.
Let me take your existing debit card, remove the magnetic strip, put it on a heavier credit card.
And you
paid
this.
me money, and now you can come to my house. And I'll throw parties. Essentially, that was his business model.
That was his model?
And investors gave him hundreds of thousands of dollars.
And this is where I'm going to agree with you, Mr. Fredericks. that America, and they said this in the documentary too, America is founded upon people who can separate fools from their money. And he did it to a T. I wasn't mad at him.
Could you imagine a black woman, a Puerto Rican woman, getting a business like that? And people would be like, yes, I'm going to invest in that. That's a grand idea. The scrutiny level is going to be higher, but that it doesn't.
And she
stop
probably would have got 200 years in prison for this if she would have done it.
Let's save that for later.
Keep going.
So his first company, he's basically a walking Ponzi scheme. He started his second business to pay off the scams from the first business.
Who does that sound like to you?
Sounds like Bernie Madoff.
Sounds like very Donald Trumpish.
Sounds like, well,
he's known for building businesses, selling them.
They go bankrupt.
Yes, you're right. Yeah.
He was able to build another scam business. He's basically like the dude who comes in the barbershop with steaks in his coat.
Yes.
Imagine people being like, $100K.
Hustle man.
I would love you to, can you sell steaks to all barbershops?
I'll get it. Yes.
So he starts Magnesis, which to me, I was like, this is the dumbest idea
I would have never spent my money on that.
We're not his target market. What he was a genius at is knowing an audience and knowing that people want to pay for exclusivity and basically to feel like they are better than they are.
That's really what I pulled from this whole documentary.
Greatest skill
is that he know that people want to do that. It's like, oh, you want this?
And
I'm going to provide it to you.
So he has access to capital and spaces, and people don't automatically assume he's scamming them.
Exactly. And then he's smart. Gave $250K to Kylie Jenner for one.
You're going too fast. Let's go down because that's a whole different part.
That's a whole nother thingy.
Spling. His other social media app that was just stupido.
Stupido.
You remember Office when Ryan made Wolf?
I'm not really into The Office. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Wow.
I didn't want to act like I knew what you were talking about.
This might be our last episode of the podcast.
Really?
Josh, you remember when Ryan made Wolf? And it was a social media app that basically when you put a tweet, it would send it to all your social media accounts.
Okay.
And it would be like woof, like a bark. It was stupid.
It sounds stupid.
Okay. It was as smart as Spling was. And then he had the Fyre Festival or the Fyre app, which, if it worked, pairs celebrities with, like, if you want to book a celebrity for your,
which wasn't a bad idea.
That one was his only good idea, right? And the only profitable one. It never actually worked the way he said it worked.
But you can see at least that makes sense and doesn't sound stupid.
That's basically, Cameo where I do the shout outs. People like, hey, can you wish me happy birthday? That type of stuff. And people could say, hey, Kev, what's your fee to come to my birthday? And it was reasonable. I see how that could work. I ain't gonna hold you. That's not a bad idea.
Right.
But then essentially what I realized about this dude is he just created business models to pay off his old business. And your boy who invested in him and then turned out he was doing securities fraud, Aubrey.
And then he died. That's the one that died,
And then he died like mysteriously.
Yeah, that was, are they looking more into that, how he died?
I wanted to know
I was like,
more
how
about
he just
that.
out here dying? You just get caught up and then you just dead. Like, they just seemed mysterious at the least.
To say the least.
Because it was the day after he was indicted or whatever, and then
it was too close for comfort.
Absolutely.
So I'm thinking, okay, this guy dies. This is like his angel investor. This dude goes right to another wife of a hedge fund investor. And I'm like, here's where I'm not going to lie, I got upset. I was like, imagine if I could have access to 1/10 of that money for a legitimate business. I wouldn't even need all the money he had.
Right.
He was out here straight scamming. So his greatest scam, he makes the Fyre app, and then he uses the little bit of success
that he had from the other Ponzi scheme,
from that, and the legitimate success from the Fyre app, and says the Fyre Festival's coming.
Right.
Then Kendall Jenner.
Was it Kylie or Kendall?
Kendall.
Okay.
Kendall. The model. The model.
Okay.
He gets a stupid amount of money from Carol, I think her name was.
Okay.
And he, like you were saying, $250,000
for one post.
Which was the first lie.
But it just legitimizes it. It makes it to whoever the demo is. It makes it what. So if you're really into the Jenners or the Kardashians and somebody that you really look up to, and you just like, oh, they're going. Oh, I can. All I gotta do is put 20. I got that.
Let's pause.
Right.
You saw the lineup.
Yeah.
Good music, not Kanye, just good music. Blink 182, the year our Lord and Savior, 2018, 2017. People was like, Blink 182, I'll give you 20,000.
Was Blink 182 popular
in 2017?
Yeah,
not like they were.
Yeah, but I haven't heard from them in a long time.
And they were a big font on the flyer.
So what was making people excited about
I'm gonna
this?
tell you, his greatest con was that commercial.
It was a good commercial. I ain't gonna hold you.
They basically said he made Instagram come to life.
Yes.
If you come to my festival, it's gonna be models and jet skis and pigs and Pablo Escobar's.
Why was the pigs a selling point? They were like, let me just swim with the pigs. Why? I don't want to swim with a pig. What world are we living in where that's your selling point to me? You know what? I want to get you over here to have a good time. Nah, I'm cool. You can swim with a pig. What? I can who?
But will Ja Rule be there? you got Ja Rule?
Ja Rule and pigs? I've never even seen a pig swim. That's not, who thought that was? That's a land animal.
I don't know.
It's just the stupidity of it all.
Like insane.
It felt like a bad joke. Like, tell me somebody's kidding here.
But he got Kendall and Bella Hadid
right.
and not Emily Ratajkowski.
And then what was that one guy, the real big influencer? He had a bad word in his name, like
Jerry.
Jerry.
Well, that was the marketing company that they hired.
Oh, okay, to help promote.
Now
Smart.
they did a masterful job, like masterful job, and that's the craziest thing. Like this dude never ran out of ways to scam you. I'm running out of cash. Y'all gotta load up your bracelets with at least 300.
You know what he reminded me of? It's this, and this is the thing that I think goes on with people like him. I don't think it was that he was doing this for the money or for any type of acclaim. It's just the thrill of, I want to outsmart you.
You think so?
Absolutely. Because at any point,
I thought he was addicted to scamming.
No, but just think about it. Like at any point, he could have just bailed and been like, all right, gigs up.
Yeah.
Like once they caught him, he was just like, put some money on some bracelets. Now they raised like $800,000.
$2 million.
$2 million. And then it's like, bro, you cannot fit all these people on this.
A villa that, bro, let's back up. A villa that don't exist. Before that, when they gave you the map outline,
right,
they cut off the rest of the island. It was on the other side of a sandals resort. It wasn't even a private island. Nobody Google Earthed it. They was like, private island, the Bahamas.
I'm there.
Oh, yeah.
They were trying to book their flights. They was like, where's no airports close to it? They had to take buses. But I'm not going to hold you. And I know we'll dig deeper into it, but I was never mad at him for hustling the rich and overprivileged because that's just stupid on how you spend your money. I was upset at like the workers and the people, the lady that spent the $50K. You know what I mean? Like my heart bled for them. But if you're just rich and you just spend money to make yourself feel like you're better than people, I'm so glad you got hosed. You dork.
I didn't feel bad for the the rich people.
The rich people that were just throwing money to just be in some exclusive swanky thing.
Yeah.
You're dumb.
Right.
For all that money, you should be a little bit smarter with it and how you spend it.
So I know one thing you wanted to talk about was the power of influence.
The power.
And influencers.
That's the bigger conversation that I feel needs to happen because I have seen some things, much like you have been in the church and you've seen different things behind the scenes. I've seen
You have been in the fridge and you've seen most of the things delicioso.
I have been, in the game, and I've seen some things with the emergence of digital influencers, and it's really only a 5-year window that we really can scale this against where they became really popular. I've seen things where if digital influencers were paid $30,000, $40,000 just to not do a show because it's like, we don't really feel the vision, but they signed their thing. Like we know people who have got $100,000
for us. Just wait, don't sign no TV deal. That's a holding deal,
right?
Like you would get from a TV network.
100,000.
They were giving Viners 100 bands to not do. Just don't make a TV show while
just
we
wait
figure
for
this
us
out.
while we figure it.
3 months. Give us 3 months.
In 3 months they ain't got nothing. It was like, well, just give us 3 months. No, give me my $100K. Then
I've seen an influencer get a $100K sales guarantee against his content. We guarantee in these 2 years we'll sell $100K of ads for you, and if we don't, you get to keep it. They forgot about him. They forgot. This is
how you forget you told somebody that you don't give them $100,000?
Bro, this company had got $500 million when they were purchased, so they had that much money, right?
That's a drop in the bucket.
Nope. New people came in. New managers forgot. Nobody checked his contract, right? He just slipped through the cracks.
Right.
My man knows his deal. He just
waiting. He's just looking at the calendar like, Boop, did it, boop, boop, boom, boom, boom.
Comes time, finally, it's time for him to re-up. And they're like, oh my gosh,
You're the one guy. What's your name?
Can you resign?
Nah.
And also,
yeah.
Section 17, paragraph B, y'all owe me 100 bands.
Oh.
They were like, can we have a little bit more time?
No.
I
no need that. You are stupid though. That shows me that's the thing that honestly, what I came away from watching both of those documents, that this God,
why are you watching documentaries?
I'm just sitting here with a piece of paper. This is very interesting. And but no, that's my thing. It's like we need to be nervous because this is just the beginning, and we're in very new waters as far as social medias and influencers and the power that they have. I mean, you have to understand, like, these weren't just like a bunch of young, stupid kids spending this money. They had a bunch of people working to organize this event, all based on social media's power. Like, I don't know where to go from that, but it is a very scary world that we live in.
Well, one thing that's been adopted is kind of more prevalent is the disclosure that this is an ad.
Right.
Because the difference between Doughboy or Kev or Kendall Jenner organically like said product.
Right.
Like when you watch Beyonce in a commercial, or when we were younger, Cindy Crawford, or when you were younger, Amelia Earhart, or
Abbott and Costello. Shut up, man. Keep
Harriet
going to your point. Harriet Tubman commercial.
Harriet Tubman Railroad commercial. But you know when you're watching a commercial on TV that maybe Beyonce's in this Pepsi commercial, but I know she's in a commercial.
Right.
Social media blurs the lines between what I'm being paid to say I like.
And then if I'm just drinking a Pepsi.
Or in this case, I'm assuming that Kendall Jenner, whom I love, if you're these people, is going to be at this festival.
Because she just posted it.
And she was here with all her friends. And
she probably put it on her story.
Bro, the shoot, just the shoot made TMZ. Why are these models in the Bahamas? That earned media, organic media, before they even posted, is already killing you. So now you're trusting these people and you're not saying to yourself, this is a commercial.
Right.
They are, bro, first of all.
You're not checking on anything. You're not.
Let me tell you what made me sick, Anthony Doughboy Belcher.
What? The thought of doing abs when you go to the gym?
You're assuming that thought ever crosses my mind. Never happened. Kendall Jenner got $250,000 USD to post an orange tile
that said nothing.
That there was no image.
That just doesn't.
$250,000.
Meanwhile, my phone be about to get cut off. Like last week, $250K.
You would post a picture of orange sherbet, orange soda,
orange Julius. Shut up, leave me alone.
But just to post that.
But they knew what they were doing.
Well, Doe, the fact that they know if I give you $250,000,
right,
I can make X more than that.
You know that.
It didn't work out.
All just because I think that's a great point to even talk about. Just because you posted, you didn't even say you're gonna be there.
Didn't even
just because you posted,
she just
your
said
power.
Good music is gonna be there.
And this gives you like, that's insane. The type of range and power these social media influencers have.
You're a social media influencer?
Bro,
the Austin Mills dude. No, the Austin Mills dude who was in the documentary, he had 34.
He did and was getting bread.
And you have 112. 112?
I'm out here living my life. You've been tagging me a lot, man. You're my friend.
So you're more of an influencer than that guy was.
Yeah.
But you just have a different audience.
Right,
if somebody wanted to have like cheeseburgers.
I knew it. I was like, there's nothing serious coming from
but
this.
no, but seriously, if it was music related or whatever they thought you could sell,
they would be there for
comedy show tickets.
Right.
I'm hosting. Right. I'm going to be at a rap concert, whatever that case is.
I mean, you a couple
That's why I
mil.
don't want you to be saying this thing.
A couple mil on Facebook, 500 on the gram. You know what I'm saying? 200 mil. Like you're like what, 3 mil on Christian Mingle back in the day when you was doing your thing. Man, you out here for real, man. You are doing your thing, man. You blessed and highly flavored. You are out here.
But the point is, I think like you said, there's a certain responsibility because here's a question.
Right.
Do you? This was a question that came up. Do you blame any of the influencers for the result of the festival?
Not at all. They did what they were supposed to, and one of them made up a good point. He wasn't an influencer, but he was like, "Look, I was paid to work on a project. What am I supposed to do? Let's just like if you go
test the BMW.
Exactly. Like yeah, if you buy a BMW, if I do a commercial for BMW, what am I supposed to go check the car and make sure it works? Like there was no way they could have known what was going on. So I don't get your bag. Like you know what I'm saying? Like that's how I'm moving with that. But I guess my bigger concern is with the people who were working on this, like, and I don't want to. Well, we've given away plenty of spoilers now.
No, if you're watching this, I'm assuming you watched this. You didn't.
There was one part where the dude was like, "Well, yeah," he was
Andy.
Yes, an older man, and I'm not gonna get into the specifics.
No, you get into the specifics.
We're gonna talk about it.
Oh, we're gonna talk about it.
All right, so this man, and he's an openly gay man.
Why are you looking at me?
I don't know. I'm just like, people get mad when you say things. Okay, cool.
I don't think people get mad if you say a gay man is gay. I
don't be knowing, man. This is a different world we live in.
You've been calling the Fyre Festival the Fyre Festival.
So this dude, right? And he was a established working man. Like look at he was in at least his 50s or 60s. Mm-hmm. He said that the dude
Billy McFarland
was like, "Yo, bruh, I need you to take one for the team so we can get this water." Now, if I ask you to take one for the team, what do you think that means?
I'm assuming you mean, "Hey, Kev, I need you to work your magic, make a couple phone calls,
drive in rush hour traffic, even though you don't want to."
Right.
That's taking one for the team.
Yes.
He was going over there to perform for late.
No. He told your boy, "I need you to perform oral sex
on a man,
on the customs agent to get this water." And Andy was like,
"Okay,
let me take a shower,
bro. Take a shot of bourbon to get this.
Put some mouthwash in, and I gotta go do what I gotta do."
What now? When he said that, that's when I was like, that's where the disconnect happened. Like, what?
First of all, let me be honest, because a lot of people were like, everybody needs a Andy in your life. I don't want
a person to go do that. No, they don't.
I don't
want that in my life.
As my friend, I don't want you to do the equivalent of you would be
a sex act
to
get some water
for Avion,
bruh.
Aquafina.
I don't know what's worse, the person that asked him to do it or the one that said I'll do it.
Oh, the person that asked. As your friend, as your friend,
you should never ask me that.
I would, because you're my boy. But if I can help you, I will.
But just as a person, and whether you're a man or woman, just governing yourself
to give your body up for
your mouth.
Water is free. Water. They're just bottling something that already exists.
This is true.
You told that man, and he was, if it weren't for the custom guy being like, "Nah, bro, chill.
You're all right. I'll do it. Just give me my money on the end."
I don't need nobody to blindly support me. If I say that to you, you'd be like, "Kev, first of all,
let's go outside and fight."
But it would be a woman in your case. I wouldn't ask you to do that specific act.
Right. But still, just there's no scenario where I could even imagine my friend asking me to do something.
Bro, like how? But, you asked me to hold myself out for H2O,
and he was about to go do it.
H2 no.
He was. I was going to make a joke. I got to be careful with these jokes. All right, so, but it was when I seen that, I was just like,
this dude will stop at nothing.
But see, you know another point that really brought up to me.
Tell me about it.
Okay, what I learned from that is, and this is what I learned from not only him that was about to go do a sexual act for his job. You should never have to do a sexual act for your job unless you're in the sex business. Right. So he's about to go do a sexual act. What also let me know is about everybody else that was working there that had some type of common sense, that knew they were doing something wrong. People are so attached to making money. And I understand that you start to forget who you are and you start to just turn into something else. Like, and I get that people need money. They want the rent every month apparently in my spot.
No matter how
and I get it. My daughter
many
always wants stuff. I'm just like, she just hit me up yesterday. She wants some earbuds because she likes yours.
AirPods.
Pods, whatever the things are. But I get that you got to get money, but it should not be at the price of your self-dignity, respect, your moral compass as a person.
Yeah.
And that was just the fact that he had so many people. And you know another thing that it brought to my mind, and this is like, it all started to connect. And I'm going to say this, and you might think I'm reaching, but I promise you that I'm not. It's the same thing that when you're dealing with a situation like how I was getting upset at the twerking pastor, at him using that level for whatever, or R. Kelly doing that thing, where he got all the spill. Because the thing is, the monsters don't act alone. So you have one person in there that can really start to flip people's minds and get to doing stuff that they know they have no business doing. That's the scary part, that people can be manipulated in their mind.
Will manipulate. He manipulated investors, his employees. his friends.
And they knew they were lying at some point. They knew they were like, wait,
Bro,
but how do we get the people
thing that
here?
made me scared though. To get to a failure of that magnitude, you know how many smart people you have to ignore? Everybody was telling him, bro,
this is not gonna work.
This ain't gonna
stop. This island doesn't cover this many
over there.
There was nothing there, Kevin. They ordered $2 million of liquor and had to spend $900,000 just to drink it. What world?
So here's the funny thing, right?
$2 million on booze.
He didn't even check the duty tax
because.
Are you serious?
That's just.
So here's the thing. Me and my wife are planning a love conference for 2020.
Okay.
June through August, some month there.
I'm very proud of you that you're planning your life that far out in advance. It shows how successful you are. But go ahead.
Full 18 months out from now.
That's dope.
Okay, for 1,000 guests.
Okay.
In Atlanta, Georgia. 18 months. This man legitimately planned on building a music festival for 6,000 guests in a foreign country in 4 months. Bro, what are you?
That's the arrogance of certain rich white people. That's the arrogance of certain rich white. That I can do it.
Bro, you don't listen to nobody.
Nobody. And you know what was crazy too? You know what? I don't know if this hit you like it hit me. Like just the mind state of certain people. The fact that he's doing all these illegal things, getting over on all these people. He was even out on bail for the Fyre thing.
This is the thing.
And then he was like, I'm not going to jail.
That's what I wanted to talk about.
I'm not going to jail. And he believed it.
Out on bail.
I've jaywalked before and thought I was going to jail.
Doe. Here's what I want to add to what you're saying. He's out on bail.
On bail.
Right?
And coming up with another scheme.
And this man's first thought is to scam again.
And he said, hey man, there's a lot of heat on my name. I need you to be the face of this. What dummy's gonna do that, bro? You're on bail. You want
Frank
me to get
did
this?
it. Frank knew.
And why? And but this is the even worser part. They actually started making money off that.
Why do you have so much problem with words today?
I don't know. It's kind of
worser.
Yeah, Thursdays are not the best
Documents.
days. It's Thursdays.
Fyre Festival.
I'm very well spoken every other day of the week. But no, like the fact. I forgot the point that I was just making. You just threw me off of my whole thing.
He started making money off of the new.
Oh yeah, when he was on bail, he was still making money
off the new and was. He legitimately planning for 2018's Fyre Festival.
He has like a music internship in prison now. Like, you can't stop this guy. I'm sorry. Maybe I should hate him, but I don't.
I do.
You do? Why do you hate him?
I don't hate him.
Why do you dislike him?
I just feel like you can, first of all.
I'm going to break down your whole theory with my rebuttal, so come correct on this one.
Okay. It's unfair that people, certain hues and sexes.
Hues, like that color?
Hues, yeah.
That means colors, right?
Yeah, you know.
Okay.
Certain hues, certain sexes have access to even, I'm just going to walk up in, I got access to venture capital funding, Silicon Valley, hedge funds, and with no viable business plan are able to get access to that money, right? We were doing ASCA with Rick Ross. The real Rick Ross.
I was so proud of you for security.
Freeway
You should have invited me over so I could meet him. Go ahead.
Right. He was saying that in a different world, he grows up somewhere different, has different access to different income and schooling and whatever.
Facts.
And his chance of making a legitimate business are higher.
Jay-Z too.
Right?
Yeah.
When you are white and male in America, you have pretty much access to anything. It's a lot easier for you to even get into those spaces.
And those conversations.
You know how hard it would be for you with the best of ideas to get to a venture capitalist?
Absolutely.
A hedge fund manager?
Impossible. Yeah.
Right? Nearly impossible.
Right.
And this man could not have had no business plan. They weren't even, bro, the dude was sending wires, fake wires.
They weren't coming.
And just covering up the confirmation number and just getting away with it.
But see, that's the thing.
Just saying my company's valued at this, and people believed him. He just forged documents, and nobody was checking this stuff.
Right. So, and that's the thing. But see, that's the reason also why you have a problem with him in that. Let me tell you why I don't. And I know that might tick some people off. Let me tell you why I don't. This country was founded off of white powerful men, or I don't know if you want to call it powerful, but white men doing this is just what has been happening for years and years and
Taking
years.
whatever they
it's
want,
unfair.
doing whatever they
get
want.
to do whatever they want. They don't suffer the consequences. So that's why I'm saying I'm not going to look at him and be like, I can't believe you did this. No,
Why?
white men,
It's been wrong forever.
No, I'm not. But I'm saying I have a problem with the problem, not with the new person. Because you can make that same argument for Donald Trump. He had tons of businesses go wrong, go bankrupt. He was known for being like I guess he didn't get into illegal things, but he had a lot of shady business practices. And where did that take him to? To the head of state, to the president of the United States.
So you don't have a problem with that?
I absolutely do, but I have a problem with the problem, not the person. You see what I'm saying?
I do see what you're saying.
The problem is the problem. I can't just look at you like you're just the newest version of the problem. You're
But
just
you
the
can't
newest
be mad
face.
at the people and the
Well, I
problem.
guess you can be. I guess you can. But my thing is like, unless we change the problem, it's just going to be another face in 6 months.
That's true.
That we get upset with. So
But
my
I can
thing,
still be mad at them.
Yeah,
each and
I'm not
every
mad at you for being mad at him.
Yeah.
But my thing is like, I'm just mad with the underlying theme of America, and he doesn't fall too far from the apple of what white men have been doing in America for years. That's why he was able to do it. That's why they trusted him. I don't think if that was a brother up there selling that, they'd be like, nigga. Oh, is that even to say? But I think that would have just been the most honest reaction most people would have had. Like,
So there's just no. You could have went there in your best 3-piece suit with
Right.
a business plan to sell an existing business. You could have had Uber 10 years ago. No,
It's not happening.
Shut up.
but he was able
How'd
to,
you get in here?
he was able to do it. And that was the thing. He was able to do it time and time again. He only got 6 years. How do you only get 6 years?
You know what's
I know
crazy
people that
about
got
that?
more than that for selling weed.
Absolutely.
It's crazy.
Here's the thing about that. When he got that time, I was genuinely surprised he went to jail.
Yeah.
I just knew,
He was going to beat it.
maybe because he was on the Hulu document.
Just chilling.
So
Didn't
you-
really look worried.
You didn't even catch I said
You
document.
did. You said it. Yeah. Because see, it's a thing.
Your mind said that's right.
Yeah, it did. That's why I didn't even stop you.
I was legitimately like, oh my, he went to jail?
Yeah. But he won't do that whole. There's no way he'll even do that whole 6.
There's no
He's already
way.
having like a whole program. And you know the prison he probably went to. It's like a
Club
resort.
Fed.
He's chilling. He's not going to have to. And so that's
He's
just
probably running the email list from in there.
This is the thing that this I might get some flack for this too. But I don't care. I'm gonna say it because it's Righteous Ratchet. I feel like by watching both of these two documentaries, after watching these two documentaries, I really feel like Ja Rule was way more involved than they really led on to believe. But Ja Rule didn't get in trouble, and I don't have a problem with that.
Ja Rule.
Because I feel like brothers go to jail all the time for stuff. And
No,
I don't know if he was doing anything criminal. So let me not indict Ja.
No.
But
I don't. I feel like Ja Rule knew this was going poorly. He was in the.
He probably just didn't think it was criminal.
in
Maybe.
the second. I don't know.
Because he said that because he was like, no, this ain't fraud. It's false advertising.
So he knows that he was doing
He
something
knew
wrong.
something was wrong.
Right. So I blame him for knowing he was doing something wrong.
Right.
But I don't know that Ja knew that the Bahamian lady wasn't getting paid and he was just cool with that.
Right.
And I don't want to put that on him.
I don't want to put that on Ja either, but I'm
I
just
want
glad
that
that Ja.
on Billy McFarland.
I'm glad that Ja didn't have to go to jail.
No, let Billy do. Billy was the one signing the checks and forging the documents. Let him go to jail. He should be doing 20.
How you only doing 6?
Bro, he hurt some people.
That was the
He
messed up
destroyed
part.
some people's businesses, life savings. Like, he just was not paying nobody.
And that's just like, it's like you start to think about like, why are you being so greedy? You probably, and if you really think about it and really break the numbers down, if he probably would have used the money correctly, I doubt that it would have. No, there's no way that it could have even worked. Because this island, it just wasn't set up to house all these people.
Well, the thing is, like, the one thing that was crazy, the general admission tickets weren't selling at a clip that was going to pay for stuff. So they were just like sold out. Buy the VIP stuff. Buy this villa. Bro, when I go to buy a Marriott hotel,
you got to go look at that thing.
bro, I click pictures. I read reviews. I check Google Earth. I look at, like, let me see that thing. And I
You want to
trust
see
Marriott.
what restaurants are around, coffee shops, Danishes, buttermilk biscuits.
Just
what you can
Danishes?
eat.
not a restaurant.
You want to know what
Where
you can
are
do.
the Danishes?
I want a scone. Scout.
I definitely check. Is there room service? Is there
Absolutely.
on-site dining?
Absolutely.
Is it 24-hour room service? Will they bring it to your room? Because
These are things you need to know.
gotta know it if I'm going to book it.
Why do you think so many people were able to get hustled?
Because he tapped into the dark part of us
That just wants to be better than everybody.
Not even that. That true. That too. That's part of it. But I think we want to go on the gram and show people how we live in.
That's what it is.
And make our friends a little jealous.
I said this recently, and I've come up to a new theory, and I think I'm gonna hit you in the head with it, and you'll like it. This is what I think. I think and believe that Instagram, all it has really served as its function now, it's extended high school. Peep what I'm saying by that. High school, you have this place that you live in, and you have people that are popular, and like sometimes you be like, how is this person popular? But it's just like whatever, and you just kind of deal with all the little things that you deal with in high school. But then you leave, and then you go live life, and there's no more of that. But now Instagram, oh no. You see it and they said that you see it every single day. You feel like people are doing better than you, living better than you, in better shape because we can edit our lives, and it really puts you in this inferior state of mind, like. I want that, and you don't even know what you want. But you want to get hustled like these guys. And
in some ways, I'm the same person on Instagram as I was in high school. Out of shape, and funny. Yes, I was the funny guy. I'm probably no better at basketball than I was.
You know that you're not that.
Don't agree with me when I'm talking bad about myself.
But no, I'm the same person too. I'm the same person. I'm the same person from high school. Still big dude, funny dude. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, always strike out with the girls. That's kind of like the thing that I've become, and it makes it, but I feel like it's counterproductive because it feels like you can't grow. It's like we're now stuck. There's no way in the world 10 years ago those people spend that money on that because social media doesn't exist, and you just don't make stupid decisions like that.
I think he capitalized on the way the world is now.
Yes,
but scammers have been here forever, and I feel like a scammer could have always capitalized.
Yes,
on however we do. He might have done it the exact same way, but TV. The internet, before the internet, it was TV and Woodstock. They were saying Woodstock 99 was terrible and awful and all that stuff. So I think people will always be getting duped.
Yeah.
Until the end of time.
That's what I'm saying.
People was buying pieces of the Brooklyn Bridge. They thought they could own it. You never heard the story?
No.
People were selling pieces. Oh, you can own a piece of this bridge to all these different types of. You never heard this?
No, and people were buying it?
And people were buying it.
I just think people are just dumb sometimes. And we just buy dumb stuff. We spend our money on dumb stuff. And then this one, they just got a lot of people, and it was just so magnified on social media.
I'm dumb.
Yeah.
I'll tell you how. Do you know how much it really costs to make an iPhone?
I heard something stupid like $40 and something not a lot.
Less than $100.
Same thing for Jordans.
And we buy them for $1,000.
So are we really even?
And then we are proud of Team iPhone,
and we judge people if you text them and they got a green. If they got a, I ain't gonna lie, I'm guilty. You text me back with a green bubble, and I'm supposed to be trying to date you.
And
ain't no second date.
Stupid.
It's dumb.
It's so very much dumb.
So are we any different than these people that got duped? They just got done on a bigger level. And
I'm not as dumb as them.
No, but think about it.
But I'm dumb in my own way.
But stop. You just said you're not dumb like that, right? But you just said that you know that a phone costs $40, but you'll spend $1,000 on it.
Well, I can't get it for $40.
But you know the phone costs $40 and you spend $1,000.
Yeah, but if I get the
broke phone, know the phone costs $40.
I the broke boy.
Right.
But I cannot be.
You know it's $40 and you spend $1,000, right? So it's comparable to the money that you're making. So and you make some good money these days, but whatever. That's how you can look at it. Like, I don't really care. These people, when your money's up, if you're if you got $600,000 in your savings and you're doing good, it probably doesn't really look like that big of a deal to spend $10,000 on this trip. And you know that's probably overpriced, but it's just like, I don't care. So we're really the same. We're just not being duped on a bigger level.
Well, some of those people, I agree with that point. That's a great point. I agree with it. Congratulations. But then there was people who were like, I quit my job. I have no money. I'm doing this.
No, that's just
I'm never doing that.
No.
Like, I didn't always have iPhone money.
Right.
I had to know.
Anybody who quit their job to go on this festival, I'm glad that you did it, you stupido. I don't feel bad for you. A fool and his money are separated every day.
Yes.
And they all got separated from their money.
You got a hoodie on that has bathroom carpet for letters. And you bought that on purpose. You said, let me get the carpet. I want to be able to dry my hands on my hoodie. And also let me get 20 on pump 10.
I got it from a gas station.
Oh, yeah. And some pork rinds. Let me get a whole chicken. Why is all this for sale at the gas station you go to? It's a full service place.
I went to a gas station in the South one time. They were selling turkey legs. It was
Buc-ee's in Texas.
They got turkey legs?
It is like Walmart.
Really?
Bro, they had brisket sandwiches.
In the gas station?
In the gas and Fyre.
I'll be going up there. Wouldn't even be getting gas.
Bro, yeah. Look, I don't have a car. Listen, I Ubered here.
I don't have a car.
I heard you guys have briskets. Bro, it was in First of all, about almost the size of Walmart.
Really?
Doe, it's crazy. I got a video.
Are you going to Texas this year for sure?
Oh yeah.
All right, man. Tell me the date.
It's near Dallas.
I want to go just to go there.
Gas station.
I'm pulling up to Buc-ee's.
It is crazy. Food fire.
Fire.
So not like the Fyre Festival. So do you have any final thoughts?
I look at what's his name again?
Billy McFarland.
Billy McFarland. I feel like he's just a misguided soul.
No, man, he's a criminal and scammer and deserves more jail time than he got. Who are you, misguided soul?
I just feel like he got in over his head.
He put himself in over his head.
I don't think when he went into it, he was like, I'm going to scam a bunch of people. I'm going to have a bunch of people doing labor. I just feel like the hustle got too big for him. And I can understand that because sometimes you can just find yourself in something that's like, oh my God, what have I gotten myself into? But it was very, very eye-opening. It was very, very eye-opening about the power of social media. And it has made me to try to shed this sheep-like mentality that I might have from being on social media and maybe just doing some inventory on
bad mentality.
That was clever. What are your final thoughts, Kev on stage?
I don't want to be the influencer who I don't ever want to take advantage of people.
You don't want to use your power for evil.
I don't want to use my power for evil. I want to sell people things at a reasonable price and that they feel like we'll take advantage of them. I mean, will be of a benefit to them. I'm careful about what I promote. You know, I'm totally okay with being up and up about what I'm getting paid.
So are you still going to go forward with the new bra line that you were talking about? The breast on stage, the patent leather bras for the man that wants
low key. If they made a man Spanx by me,
bruh,
I would get behind it.
You should.
Why lose weight when you can just tuck it in?
Tuck it in.
Women wear Spanx all the time.
They be fooling us.
Why should they? Should I have to go to the gym?
Why?
I tried a man. I had ordered a Big Irish J. Put me on the one. Bro, I put one on. It was like a really tight wife beater.
Wait, no. You're not just gonna scooch past that. Pump the brakes.
So
you bought what?
We did ask a stylist, right? And I asked him, how could you hide man boobs if you're a man and you don't want to go to the gym?
Right.
Let's just eliminate that.
Right.
I'm not finna lose it. I'm not doing no push-ups. Give me some other options. He was like, you can buy man Spanx.
Are you? You bought a man Spanx.
I ain't buy no man Spanx.
Okay.
What I bought was a compression undershirt.
You're for real? Yes. And this is how I know this is ridiculous. We talk every day. You never told me about this.
I ain't proud of it. No, it's just Spanx. It ain't fake.
Go get it.
No.
Go get it. Go. I'll talk to him. Go get it. I'll talk to him. All right, cool. We go. All right, Josh, you come sit here for a minute. We're gonna talk about it. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? He just sat up here and tried to just, so you know, when I bought my Spanx, whoa, you bought Spanx?
He realized
you bought
what he did.
What?
He talked about it, then he tried to back
And then you see his face like, whoa, you better go get that.
He was like,
you fraud.
He was like, he just ran outside with his parents kind of sticking out. He was like,
He said it like we all owe them. Like, when you buy, no, I've never bought a compression.
Sometimes you buy an extra size, so it tucks it a little bit
tight. He tried
tight.
to just pass it through like it was cool. No, we are not.
He even looked away like
no. Like, so when you buy your first compression suit, I've never in my life. Oh, did you guys see that at home? Kev tried to really get out of here. He was like, so we're going to wrap it up. Final thoughts on you, fraud.
Tuck it.
Yeah, dork.
Just like the Spanx.
He tried it. Go get it.
We did. What'd you guys see?
I remember one time when I gave him dap and it felt like he had a bulletproof vest on. I was like, is Kevin some beef in these streets? I didn't want to ask him. I was just like, it kind of felt weird. Now I know he a whole fraud out here.
He said it for the whole 95.
He did not want to go to the gym.
Fraudulent.
Out here with, boy, if you bring your fraud and self-breast on stage, boy, I tell you, I'm going to try to just never. Okay, you can get out of here, Josh. He's coming back in here. Shimmy yourself back up in here, man.
Shimmy, yeah, shimmy.
Yo. So this is it?
So
It looks like a lead.
You look like you can do like you do ballet. You wore this?
No.
Big Irish J, you told him to do this? You fraud.
Are you
kidding me?
I didn't wear
Why
it.
do you own it? You've been going to the gym,
I
Kevin.
hide my boobs. It's not. It's a wife
Kevin.
beater. It's a wife beater.
It's not a wife beater.
It is a compression.
No.
Bro, look. It's just
No, this is not okay.
just compression.
Kevin, this is the beginning of the end.
It's just compression.
No, it's not. It's pulling in on your boobs.
It's just
You got side boob. Yes.
a little bit. Don't touch it.
Now you do the rest of the show on this. We wrapping up. Don't you put that shirt on. You sit in this. You deserve it, Kevin.
So the thing is, I can't breathe with this thing on.
So why? Wait, be honest.
I have not
You've
worn it out
never
the
worn
house.
it.
Never went out the house. I bought it. First of all, I bought.
Did you try a shirt on and put it over that?
Yes.
You
had to see it
had to.
I had to do it. I put a shirt on. I was like, "Listen, what do you think?" She's like, "I mean, all right."
You're like, oh yeah, you're right. You can't be having. That's just crazy,
She
Kevin.
was like, "Oh," and the thing is, I cannot breathe.
You don't
it's-
look like you can.
it's
Like a can
tight.
of biscuits.
Now my son's in here. Get out of here, Zay.
Trying to teach him about getting waves, and he see you in Spanx.
They're not
You're
snakes.
dark. Yes, it
It's
is.
a compression tank. Use the correct terminology. See, it's an East Bay
Okay, so this.
compression tank.
Oh, you gonna say, "No, I still got the tag on"? I don't care. You put on a shirt over it.
Look, this
you
is-
looked in the mirror like this. you did this. You turned side to side.
It is designed to wick sweat away from your body to help evaporate, enabling athletes to be cooler
Athletes work out. They don't put on Spanx, Kevin.
and more comfortable.
So that shit teaches has been another episode of
Righteous
Righteous and Ratchet. Don't follow the trends and be like this guy. Make sure you like the video, share the video, comment on the video. We love you guys.